Hello, this is the the pre-K Sunday school lesson for this Sunday, January 13th. This is Baptism Sunday, and in the youth and elementary classes, Laura's going to be talking to them about baptism at covenant and things like that. So that's not a conversation we have at the pre-K level, but it could be something that you weave into this particular story, so which I think is easy to do. This story is, here's the story card. It's Jesus calls disciples from Mark 1, verses 16 through 20. And so it's about Jesus going to his disciples as they're fishing and saying, put down your nets and come with me and follow me. And they choose to do that. In terms of thinking about baptism as a symbolic way that we say, yes, we do want to follow Jesus and follow his teachings. It's similar to, symbolically what Jesus was doing with his disciples here. Just as a way to kind of tie that in, because some of these people have big brothers or sisters who will hear about baptism, and that might be a connection. So that's the story. And then, of course, there are the questions in the Wonder and Reflect section from the lesson that I'll send you. Those are on page 45. I wonder how Simon felt when Jesus said, "Follow me." I wonder what it means to fish for people. I wonder how we can follow Jesus. So that obviously is a great question for little kids. What does that mean to follow Jesus? And see kind of their understanding of Jesus's teachings. So the activity is we're going to create a fish pond and a fishing net. I think I said we're going to sew a fishing net, so it's not really sewing. So I have a big, flat, very kind of not very deep. It's just cardboard. It's pretty flimsy, so we'll have to be careful with it. But I've cut slats in the side, on both sides. And so the idea is, this is one project that the kids would do together. I'm going to write something here on the bottom and let the kids kind of color over it with blue crayons or markers, whichever one they want to use. What I'm going to write is just a reminder of like following Jesus or something like that. And they'll have yarn. I'm going to have 2 different color yarns, or 3, because each kid will probably want their own color, that they can then weave back and forth. So they'll take it, this is where you can see it. They'll take it and, put one end here, pull it over here, and kind of go back and forth. They can go up and down. They can go in any direction they want as long as it's hooking into one of these little slats. And then do the same thing with another color yarn, just in different locations, so that it looks kind of like a spider web or net, as it is. Then I have, where are my little fish? Oh, here they are. I have a bunch of little fish that we will cut out and put in our ocean, pond, whatever we want to call it, that the kids can color. So I have probably 10 or so that have already been cut out. And then I also have a couple, maybe 8 or so more, that are not yet cut out, in case there's a kid who wants to do that process. But these will be in here just for them to color. After they've gotten their net put in, they can put the fish in the bottom, and it creates kind of a nice effect with the blue and then the yarn going across and the fish in the pond. So it's just a craft to help them think about the story, or remember the story and think about what that means. If there's time left over for stories or whatever, that's great. If there's anything else you see in the lesson that you'd like to do, that's fine too. I'll be around. I'll be teaching the youth. I'll be in and out of the youth room. They're going to have their youth mentor this Sunday. So, but there's other things in here. This one I thought was one of the better ones. This is, by the way, this craft thing is under Create on page 46 of the lesson. I have altered it slightly from what it says to do here, and made it a single project for the kids to work on together, as opposed to giving them individual projects. But you can do also, other things if you feel they're appropriate. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you very much.